Find the derivative of y equals x squared divided by 7x minus 3. Then evaluate y prime of 1. Y here is made up of the quotient, the division, of two separate expressions, x squared and 7x minus 3. Since the denominator has more than one term, added or subtracted, we will have to use the quotient rule. We cannot take the quotient directly. For the derivative, let's take the quotient rule. So y prime, which can also be written as dy dx, equals to quotient rule. Derivative of the numerator, derivative of x squared power rule, bring the 2 down, subtract 1 from it, 2x, times the denominator left alone, 7x minus 3, minus the numerator left alone, x squared, times the derivative of the denominator, constant times x gives us the constant. Constant alone, negative 3, will become a 0 for the derivative. All over the denominator squared, 7x minus 3, the entire thing squared. In the numerator, we're going to distribute this 2x into this expression, and we're going to multiply these two with that minus. Distributing will give me 2 times 7, 14, x squared, 2x times a negative 3, negative 6x, negative x squared times 7, negative 7x squared, all over the denominator squared. We won't FOIL that out or anything. Let's just leave it quantity squared. Combine like terms in the numerator. 14x squared minus 7x squared can be combined, and that will give us a 7x squared, and then we have a minus 6x. All of this is over the denominator, 7x minus 3 quantity squared. So there's our derivative y prime. There is a common factor of x in the numerator, but there's no sense in factoring that out because there's nothing in the denominator to cancel with. We only factor if there's going to be something to cancel with, so we will leave the derivative looking like that. But we do want to evaluate y prime of 1, so let's go ahead and do that. Y prime of 1, which means to plug a 1 in for each of the x's, so 7 times 1 squared minus 6 times 1, all divided by 7 times 1 minus 3 quantity squared. In the numerator, 1 squared is 1, times 7 is 7, minus 6 times 1 is minus 6. In the denominator, you'll have 7 minus 3 quantity squared. 7 minus 6 is 1, and 7 minus 3 is a 4, so we'll have 1 over 4 squared. 4 times 4 is 16. We end up with 1 over 16.